Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Total War, where the big war, the great war between House Dagoth and the Imperial Legion is finally kicked off. They've caught onto our plot to assassinate all of their generals, and finally, that's what pushed them over the edge. They've finally declared war on us. Fortunately, for the time being at least, we've dragged them in alone, without the help of any of their allies. I'm about to end this turn, and hopefully Skyrim in particular does not decide to jump into this war on the side of the Imperial Legion, because that would suck. But anyways, that happened right at the end of the last episode, and we haven't actually been able to plan out our full war strategy against the Imperials yet. So I guess now is probably the time to do that before we do anything else. So the Imperials kind of have three strongholds that we have to deal with, or is it two? Three strongholds. Three little stronghold areas that we have to deal with now, immediately, and then maybe we'll be facing a second wave of threats. Let's check out their diplomacy again, just to make absolutely sure. Oh, they're actually enemies with the tribes of Blackmarsh. I didn't notice that. Who else? That's just them. So I didn't notice that they were at war with Blackmarsh, but that's good. That means that their army... Oh, but that might mean their armies are already down here in the south, down by Blackmarsh. So they might just be able to attack north. That actually is a little bit weird. But it does mean that they might be a little bit distracted with them and not be able to put their full force into us yet, since we're more difficult to reach than Blackmarsh is. They might prioritize fighting Blackmarsh with their main armies down in Cyrodiil. But we're just going to assume the absolute worst here. Let's just assume the worst so that we have a strategy in place. We're going to assume that Cyrodiil immediately starts assembling their armies and sends them up at us, all of them. We're also going to assume that Skyrim joins them next turn and starts sending their armies over to start attacking us as well. So right now our first immediate threat is going to be this area, number one. These Ebonheart castles and such. Mainly this force is their main one. If we can wipe out this force, which it looks like it's mainly just militias and some light legionnaires, not too difficult. If we can wipe that out, then we should have this place under control. And then up here we have a force. Who is this? Imperial swordsmen. 8 and 12, they're decent. 9 and 13, also decent. Some legionnaire spearmen. Archer legionnaires, again, decent. So this is a decently powerful force. And they're right next to here. I don't know if they're going to attack next turn, so I'm actually going to immediately send a couple of units, I think, to reinforce Nisus, just in case they do decide to attack. I think is that going to be enough to fend off that attack? Just in case, I'm going to send another unit. I think that should be enough to fend off an attack from them, especially fighting downhill in Nisus. Should be fine. And I'd rather risk Al-Velothi rebelling at this point, especially since we have priests converting it each turn more to our side. Plus it's yellow right now; it's not in red anymore. So I'm pretty happy with that. We're gonna send those forces to reinforce Nisus just in case they come under attack, and then. We have a little bit of another Imperial garrison up here on Solstheim. I can't see what they have in there yet, so that's a little bit concerning. Do I have any scouts, maybe a fleet, that I can send up north? No, all my fleets are a little bit down south right now, so that's too bad. I could send these guys up to start scouting, but if I sent them up there, I don't have any ships here for the time being to send back and forth to transport troops. I think I will send it up, though, at least towards Halawad. And then I'm going to train another ship here, I think. Yeah. Just a cog, or maybe I can train over here in East Felmis, something a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. We'll train a Hulk over in East Felmis. That's a shame. We're going to have to leave these guys hanging for one more turn, it looks like. They can train some troops in Ebonheart, though, to reinforce, which it looks like they're already doing. Anyways, yeah, this Hulk is going to have to move up here, because we need to scout out the Imperials and see what they have. Plus, we're going to need a ship over here ready to ferry troops between these three land bodies. And this place, if Al-Velothi can just grow already and put a port there, that would be the perfect place to put a navy. For right now, though, it's just going to have to head up towards Nisus. That's the best spot I can port it for the time being. So I think we can still mostly stick with the plan, except we got to be way more careful up here and ready for Skyrim to attack us. We don't want to leave too many just vulnerable cities to tempt them into sending armies over and starting war with us. So we want to kind of garrison this place, be very careful with our advance down in this side when we start taking these Slalu towns, because I think Skyrim is going to be tempted to attack us. Even though we have a trade agreement for the time being, I don't trust that that's going to hold up. Anyways, if we look down here, it actually looks like we're in a pretty good situation, because here's the Cyrodiilic Empire right here, and we're actually separated by a really big mountain range all the way down to here. And looks like this is the first place that they're actually able to pass over into the east side of Tamriel. So they'll have to, if they want to send an army by land, they're going to have to send them, alright, here's the Imperial city, they're going to have to send them south to, what is this place? Nibene Valley, I don't know, through the Nibene Valley, and then up along this river, through Hlalu territory probably, and then up to here, and then they'll need a boat up here to transport them to our island. So that, well, I guess they could, like, move over here and start attacking us there, but then they'd have to move through Drez territory, and I don't think they're allied with the Drez. And sorry, this is a little bit of a slow start. I just have to work all this stuff out. Imperials, they are not allied with House Drez, no, so they can't move through Drez territory, and they're probably not going to get military access with them. So we're going to have to assume that they're going to be attacking through Hlalu territory. So they'll have to go up here. This is Hlalu, so they can move up there. I think there is a little bit of a passage there, so they can technically attack with an army, march them all the way around there, up through here, and attack us through this little river crossing. So maybe we defend that river crossing once we have the troops to do so. But we're stretched thin on this front right now, because we're just barely holding on against the Drez with Dagoth, Milan over here. So, anyways, that's one possible route of attack. That's probably the least efficient one, though, if I had to guess. If I had to guess that which way they're going to attack us, they're probably not. Well, they are allied with Skyrim, so they could get military access and march through there as well. That's a possibility that we can't neglect. But I think their most likely plan of attack is probably going to be loading up a ship, and then somewhere in here, and then carrying them down and around the coast and attacking us from this area somewhere once we take Telde Fortress. So I think Telde Fortress is in probably the most danger from them, if I had to guess. Okay, I think that's basically got it. So I'm working on the assumption that for the time being, we have to watch for attack from the Imperials down here by Davon's Watch and over here by Telde Fortress. And assuming that Skyrim doesn't turn on us, that should be that. I doubt they might march up through Skyrim lands, but I doubt it. And even if they do, I think this place is blocked by a Nordic castle, so I'm not sure even if they have military access whether they can actually cross through that castle. I guess they could potentially move up here and attack through the Hlalu lands. But I don't know, maybe that place is blocking that spot off too. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much got it summed up. So anyways, moving on. I think we're good for now. Right now we have to concentrate on knocking these guys out and these guys out as quickly as possible, and then we can move up and try and take out Solstheim before the Imperials send their, the heart of their forces, their main forces up from Tamriel or from Cyrodiil itself up to our southern lands. So with that in mind, I think I'm going to go ahead and send our spy Dagoth Delnus over here to this crossing. That's the nearest point that the Imperials are going to have to pass through in order to reach us. And there's a bunch of forests there. I don't know whether he's going to be able to see them or not. It might be wiser to kind of just leave him over here so that I can see them coming out of the forests. That might be a good idea. And if I put him around this area, then I could see what the Hlalu are doing in this area as well. So I'm going to move that spy over towards this area, I think. Then we have another spy up here in Necrom that I can start sending down as well to kind of replace this guy in this region. So yeah, let's end the turn and actually watch this time. I want to see what the Imperials are going to do. So the Imperials haven't done much of anything, but the Drez are withdrawing from Davon's Watch. They're sending everyone back to try and fight Dagoth. So we're going to have to take them out before the reinforcements arrive and maybe defend the Telde Fortress against those guys. Anyways, I didn't see any movement from the Empire during their turn, so I don't know what's going on with that. We'll just go ahead and send these guys up to scout ahead. Definitely Hlalu territory still. Let's check out the Imperial presence on that island next turn to see what they've got. Okay, so fascinatingly, Dagoth Milan has become the Grand Master of House Indoril. I'm assuming this doesn't mean he's turned traitor. I guess that's probably just the name of the person who's in command of Davon's Watch? Is that really like a super major settlement that's important? I don't know, I've never actually heard of Davon's Watch before, personally, so... where is he? Dagoth Milan, yeah, Grand Master of House Indoril. This character is the Lord of House Indoril, apparently, even though House Indoril is already dead, but whatever. Ooh, interesting. I don't know how I feel about this. Blockade Port, yes, but I've been rewarded with 3 units of ash spawn in my capital. Like, just normal ash spawn, presumably. Yeah, these guys. So, I mean, one of them can just stay as free upkeep. I forgot about that. Now Mount Doom has actually expanded. So we can train another unit of Ascended Sleepers just as free upkeep up there if I want. But yeah, I don't know that I can afford that. I guess I can. I'm making a lot of income now that I've turned the taxes up. And, yeah, I guess I can technically afford it. I don't know if I want to afford it, though. Well, on the bright side, Alda Velothi is now green. They're happy. It took them long enough. What is the religious point of this one? 72% are religion now before they finally became happy. And yeah, it looks like instead of going to help them out, the Imperials have just kind of withdrawn inside of Seydanine. That's an interesting choice. It's probably the wise decision. Maybe they realized that they couldn't really win this fight if they attacked. That would just get them killed. I was a little bit worried that they could just move straight to Vivek and attack it, but then I figured if they did that, they don't have catapults or anything, they'd have to stay there and siege. Then we could sandwich them between two forces, which would be fine by me. Anyways, they have decided to hold back in Seydanine. So, I really hadn't even considered that I would get Ash Spawn as a reward for completing that blockade, but I mean, I guess at this point, this guy, Dagoth Uthol, is probably going to end up being almost my Warden of the North, so to speak. He's going to be up here defending Solstheim, and probably he's going to move down to Blacklight, which I'm assuming is going to be under fairly quick attack from Skyrim. So maybe he could use a little bit of extra support at least. You know what? I guess I'll send these guys with him for now, and if they turn out to be too big of a burden on the treasury, then I'll just get rid of them later. Can they actually reach him? There we go. Nice. I can just send this guy to Endusal and get him some free upkeep, though, so maybe I'll just do that and kind of get rid of these Ash Ghouls. There we go. That's a good way to take care of that situation. So, how many turns can this thing can hold for 8 turns. That's a little bit of a while. But it's barely got anyone in it. I should probably just go for the attack, and then I'm going to wait one more turn and build some more equipment, though, since they don't seem like they're planning to attack. I'm going to build some more equipment. Maybe just some more ladders? Maybe one more ram and some more ladders. There we go. And then next turn I'll attack there, so I can attack at different walls and kind of avoid as many casualties via wall defenses as possible. And up here in Seydanine, I don't think they can attack Balmora. No, they can't attack Balmora. But they can, it looks like, attack Lawad in one turn, so maybe I should reinforce them. They don't have any siege equipment, though, so they'll have to spend a turn sieging, so I don't have to reinforce in them. If they're attacked, then they launch a siege, and I can reinforce from Balmora, so that should be fine. Maybe this guy comes down and helps take care of that force, just for safety. So, interestingly, my assassin, Dagoth Vaynor, came up here, assassinated the captain of this Ashlander rebel force, and then their new captain was an Argonian. So apparently there are some Argonians in this force. It's Captain Amise. Interesting. And he got a trait increase as well from doing that. Anyways, I'm not too worried about these guys being able to train reinforcements since these places are our religion. I think you need to be like 20% or 25% to your religion to be able to train any troops in your regions. So we should have this under control. I don't think they can reinforce their soldiers. So we can kind of take our time here, I think. I'm going to go ahead and send some of these forces up towards Devon's Watch to kind of garrison that region as well. Because I think they're going to be under attack in not too long. Anyways, down here is where everything's really going down, so we'll get to this area. Let's move our priest wall up in the meantime. So yeah, they're moving up a bunch of reinforcements, but it looks like that's definitely going to be too little too late. And we can just, actually, they've left these troops outside the city, so we can just attack them. I'm just going to attack them straight up and not do a night attack. Then we can draw out the reinforcements from the city and just kill them out in the field with our mages. I think that's the best course of action for the time being, so let's take a look at this before we fight it. That's always a good idea. Best unit here is probably the Dres Javelineers, and they're just meh. And then over here they have one unit of the bodyguards, which I think is going to have 2 hit points each, 77 of them, so they're probably a priority target. And that's all. Let's jump straight into that. First battle, it took 15 minutes to get into a battle. Jeez, I'm a little slow today. Okay, this is an interesting deployment. They have completely surrounded us, I'm not sure how, with 3 different reinforcement angles. Fortunately, I don't think there are enough of them to make a difference, and our mages are already firing at them, so that's fine. I did deploy... Where are we? We're lost in the forests here. Where are you guys firing at? Okay, they're firing at them. I did deploy Dagoth back behind, just in case something happened like this. So we are kind of prepared, and I have my zombies ready to intercept anyone who might try to attack the mages, so I think we're good. Let's see what this main force is that we're firing at here. They're just standing there not doing anything for the time being. So maybe we attack this force that's coming from behind. Oh, look, my mages have already decided that's the smart thing to do. Alright, good job, guys. That's exactly what I needed. So I don't know whether they're going to march straight at us or whether they're going to go and try to group up with their other reinforcing unit. But we got these guys coming around behind as well. This is just some, looks like light infantry and militias, so that should be fine. But they are worryingly close to us, deploying right there. I can't quite see them in the forests either. Oh, yeah, they're pretty close to us. But it looks like they're running to reinforce with their group before they attack, which works for me. So I guess that leaves these guys probably who are the most dangerous. Should I just start targeting these guys, I guess? Since they have 2 hit points. Dagoth has 2 hit points too, and I think his guys are stronger, so I think I can go ahead and wreck them in just a one-on-one battle. I'm not too worried about it. Maybe I can send these zombies over to kind of reinforce this flank just in case. Let's send them around the back. I don't need them attacking us there. Where are they heading? Does it look like they're coming straight for us? It does look like they're coming straight for us. So let's reinforce this flank with a couple of these guys just in case they decide to do something weird. I don't want to get them in the way of the ash spawn though. And then Dagoth can come up here as well and kind of help out. And I think that's how that's going to work for now. Okay, so they're passing fairly close to us, but they're not actually attacking us. It looks like they're just going to walk past us and, again, try and group up with their main force. So I guess that's okay. That's kind of a good situation for me. They're being dumb like that. They're going to walk literally just feet from us here, and instead of attacking, they're just going to walk past us kind of to taunt us on their way to the main force. I'm not sure how this is going to work out for them. We do have some ballistas. I'm not sure if they realize that. Just fire the ballistas! See if we can take out their general or something. Or at least some of those 2 hit point bodyguards. Okay, interestingly, they've decided to all run past us to regroup on this hill, and then all kind of split up and start running in separate directions again. I have no idea what their strategy is. If their strategy was to confuse me, it's working. Well, I don't know. They're all running away, so we might as well head into the woods and try and kill this general while he's weakened, before he ends up escaping and just creating more bodyguards for himself magically out of thin air. That would be nice. So there they go. They never see it coming. The zombies out of the woods. It's like 28 days later, except actually it's kind of like, it's more like The Walking Dead, isn't it? Because The Walking Dead had they were just kind of in the they yell like people. Oh, that's kind of terrifying. But The Walking Dead had them like they were in the farm, and there's really no reason why the zombies would be out there in the middle of nowhere attacking the farm, but they just do. Like one of these days there's just like a giant horde that passes through the farm area for no reason. There we go. Now the general is done, and there's no reason to really kill the rest of them. I guess we'll just kind of hunt these guys down to get the zombies experience. Also, I'm pretty sure our guys are now killing some of the ash zombies. The ash spawn are killing some of the ash zombies because they're hitting them in the crossfires. Let's move these guys out of the way. Oh, it's over. We'll just continue it because we want to hunt them down for experience, I guess. Oh, maybe we can actually... It's not worth it. We're going to get some ash zombies killed by our ash spawn if we try to run them over there. Alright, yeah, that was pretty much it. They all congregated on a hill and then they split up and ran away. We did lose 8 men because, that must have been that friendly fire over there. Oh, we had more friendly fire. If you look down here on the bottom, you can see our ash spawn or both of our ash zombie units took hits. That's because the second time, my ash spawn mages decided they would stop firing at the target that I told them to fire at, and instead fire at a target at the opposite end of the level that my ash zombies had been in the middle of attacking. So that happens, I guess. So we did actually capture a family member there, even though I don't remember there actually being a family member on the line, but apparently there was, and we got him, so I'm just going to kill him. Nope, no mercy for you. We did not take Telde Fortress, unfortunately, so we still have to do that. Let's just go ahead and attack that right now before they get here with reinforcements. And what do we have to fight against? Nothing much, just a bunch of these dudes. We do still have the Javelin Men, so that was the force that unfortunately, that was the force that I kind of attacked the least out of the 3 that were in the area, so we still have them to deal with. So this is actually a large town, it looks like, with some... Where are they all just deploying in the town square? Alright, and they're not moving, so let's go up and try and take these walls ASAP before they start moving. Are you close enough to fire? No, move a little bit closer then, and start firing as quickly as possible. We need to take those gates down, preferably before they even arrive here. If they just want to stand there and do nothing, that would be perfect for me. Alright, so it doesn't actually look like they're responding. I'm going to run these guys up as quickly as possible towards the door. There we go. And Dagoth especially, because I think you can take on everything they have pretty much single-handedly. I'm going to run them towards the door. And I guess I don't really want to get the Ash Spawn involved, because there's going to be too much friendly fire, and it's enclosed streets and everything. So unless they just decide to hang out in the square, which I doubt they're going to do. I think when we break down this gate, they're going to come to try and defend it. Unless they just try to hang out in the town square, I think we're just going to utilize our heavy infantry, particularly Dagoth right now. But I want to get them in there quickly, because I suspect when I break down this gate, which is at 34% damage now, they're going to rush. Are they already rushing? Alright, they're already moving to try and start defending. So we have to, come on, start hitting that thing, break it down quickly, so that we take as few knocks as possible. Come on, hit it, hit it. We got 40% damage, and they're just kind of shifting and making their way here now. Move a little bit closer. Move a little bit closer. We need to make sure we hit everything, so that we can get this done as quickly as possible. Actually, they're not too slow right now, but if I get them closer, they're going to be guaranteed to hit. So come on, I want to get this thing broken before they get there and activate the towers. That would be the best situation. Keep attacking the walls. There we go. I think I saw, yeah, our Ash Spawn are actually firing, arcing over the walls. Can they actually hit them right now? What are they shooting at? Apparently they think they can hit them at least. Interesting. What are we at? Percentage-wise on the walls, 50%. This is not going to be broken in time. We're going to take some hits from these arrows in the towers. They're still a little bit ways away. So if we hurry up, I'm really not sure. I think we're going to take some hits from these towers before we get in. And they have oil spraying as well, so that's just ew, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt a lot. And there they go, towers are lighting up, and here come the arrows. That's gonna kill a few of our men for sure. 84%. We still have about 15% to go. Come on. Can't afford to miss that. We gotta hit everything now. I moved them closer specifically so that they would hit everything. Come on, hit. Are you even firing? What are you doing? There we go. Come on, we're kind of in a hurry here. There we go, great, gates are down. I have to send an Ash Spawn swordsman unit through first, because I think those oil lamps are going to light up, and I don't want them hitting Dagoth's unit. So we send them through first, try and activate the oil, and then we'll send Dagoth through after that oil has already sprayed, I think is the plan. Are they not going to? There is fire. I'm not sure what that was, though. The oil, I didn't see the oil spray. Okay, well, anyways, move through with Dagoth now. And then I don't want to send too many through in a clump in case they do decide to oil us. So we'll send them through like one at a time here. Dagoth can go up on the walls and start fighting it. No, forget it. Just rush the town square at this point. Just everyone get through and rush the town square. Ignore the people on the walls. Yep, go to the town square. Ballista crews can just turn around and walk away. There we go. I think that's the best way to deal with this. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We did lose some guys out there, and it looks like they are going ahead and pouring some oil on us, because I see some guys catching fire. Plus they got like the heavy wall defenses, like the arrow towers in there, or the little arrow holes in here that are shooting people in the gate as they try to pass through. And these guys are vulnerable to arrows. That just sucks. But what can you do? They did make it there, just in time to get some casualties. We avoided most of them, because they all started out in the town square. Now we have to make it to the town square, overpower. Who is still here defending? Anyone? Oh, we do have a couple of units, so we just have to kind of overpower these units on the way to the town square, and then that's pretty much it. I think I'll do that mainly with Dagoth's force. He can go up there, and then Ash Spawn can kind of assist. Let me just stop them for a moment here, so Dagoth can get the first charge in. There we go. And now he's got some troops on the front lines. These guys can't shoot backwards, I don't think. Who are they still shooting at? I hear some arrows going out. Oh, these guys are still stuck outside. Come on, guys. What are you doing? Anyways, so, yeah, that's, where are we going here? Oh, they just completely ignored them and went around the outside. That's not what I wanted you to do, Dagoth. Okay, here we go. I guess it wasn't the worst outcome, because now they're attacking them from the flank. Nice, okay, so they're running away already. And I guess we'll just kind of chase them down back to the town square and then fight them off there. And they're coming to reinforce. I'm not going to let that happen. We are going to leave a unit right here to fight against them and hold them back. That should be just fine. I think we only need one because we're holding a kind of little, just a little choke point. We don't need too many units defending against that. Plus, it's militia, so no big worries. And where are the rest of them? Have they decided? Yes, actually, intelligently, they've decided to actually come down from the walls. Are we? I guess we made it in there, and there's enough of us. No, never mind. we somehow made it to the city center before the retreating units did, even though we were chasing down the retreating units. That's not how chasing people is supposed to work, I'm pretty sure. Alright, General down, or Captain, or whatever. Who was he? Captain Vidam, the person in charge of this place, is down. They're gonna run straight into these guys. They're actually, they're routing, even though they're like in the midst of our zombies trying to route through them. So that's not gonna work well for them, if I could speak. And these guys can just stay over here as well, I guess, as a secondary line of defense while everyone else conquers the plaza. Or I guess we'll just send one unit of zombies in here to conquer the plaza, and then we can send Dagoth back to fight. Because why not? Maybe Dagoth wants to fight. He's pretty good. Oh, never mind. Well, should we just... Let's just continue the battle. Since they're routing right through us, this might be a chance to get our Ash Zombie some experience. There we go. Clear victory. We lost 50 dudes, which isn't great considering this was such a small force, but it was a heavy, you know, large city with big stone walls, so I guess it's kind of to be expected. Pretty good for taking a city of that size. Casualties inflicted. Dagoth just wrecked everyone and didn't take any casualties as usual. And there we go. Telde Fortress falls to Dagoth and that's a lot of populace that I can't really afford to deal with the unrest, so I have to exterminate them. So now we have now we have that. Dagoth Muthas can start building watchtowers immediately. That would be perfect. I think his kind of path might be to go back and forth this way and that way, so that he's kind of making his way towards our side of the region, like so. I'll build a watchtower there, and then maybe up here, and so on and so forth like that. Now, this is an interesting choice. Telde Fortress I expect to be under pretty heavy attack, but I don't know for how long. It looks like Dagoth's next logical target is probably going to be Mournhold up here. So we do need it to be a little bit defended. Maybe he stays there until Muthas finishes building these towers and makes it to Telde to kind of take up the fortress in his defense. So what to build first here? Ballista towers might actually be a smart decision on this occasion. Especially since, yeah, I'm expecting to be attacked over here by the Imperials when they make it up this far. But that won't be the case if we manage to take something like the Dres capital down here before that happens, which has huge stone walls as well, by the way, so that's a little bit scary. Yeah, that's kind of the same as this fortress. Looks like public order is under control right now, so I don't need to rush into building any public order buildings or altars of vision. How is the religion? It's already 21% Dagoth it looks like. 40%. It's already 40% Dagoth. What is this? Worshippers of the Hist. Ooh, we're starting to get down near Argonian territory, where the Argonian religion is starting to spread now. Ooh, that's interesting indeed. So we got some followers of the Hist, 1%. Anyways, 40% cult of Dagoth and I got my priest wall moving south, so I don't really need religious buildings yet. We need to prioritize here, because this is going to be the front for a lot of battles, I feel like, unless we push forward faster than I'm expecting. So yeah, I think I am actually going to build ballista towers. Normally I would barely even consider that, but that just seems like the most appropriate thing to build in this settlement, oddly. Hopefully that starts building this turn. These are just repairs to what we damaged during the siege. So, we can go out and attack these guys. It looks like we're going to have enough move points after we do that to make it back to Telde Fortress, but we got to be careful because we got this Hlaalu army right behind us, and they could bite us in the ass if we attack and we can't make it back. So if these guys run away, then we can't chase them. Yeah, they're running away. Or can we? No, we got plenty of move points. We can actually chase these guys down. Let's go for it. Yeah, okay, we can do this. And we're just gonna fight them all at once and deal as much damage as possible. I think we can take them both on. Javelineers, some spearmen, nothing too scary. Again, Javelineers, and these are probably gonna be those 2 hit point generals bodyguards. Yeah, so not too bad. We're just gonna deal as many casualties as we can, take as few as possible, and then retreat to Telde Fortress. Alright, pulling up in simple formation here yet again, relying on the Ashwan as per usual, and yep, there they are in the trees, hiding from us. Cowards, and their reinforcements are all the way at the other side of the map, so I'm not too worried about them. I am a little bit worried that's going to cause them to run away, though, which is going to be annoying. No, they're just kind of staying here waiting for reinforcements, so I guess we'll just kill as many of them as we can before their reinforcements show up. Yep, as these Dres spearmen just kind of sit here and burn alive. Have I mentioned, by the way, how great these dark elves look? in this mod. These look like they're straight out of Morrowind. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they did rip the models straight out of Morrowind and put them in here. It's just fantastic. And there's no performance drops or anything. Like, it's performed brilliantly for me so far. Even on the really large battles, like in custom battles and stuff that are way over the size I was supposed to be able to run, it's been running great, which is awesome with all these new custom models. They've decided to get a move on. They decided they couldn't take their time anymore after some of them just started spontaneously combusting in the forests. Yeah, spontaneous combustion is usually not a good thing, especially when you're standing around in creepy forests, and it's even worse. And wow, they're all bunching up. Yep, this is not the best situation for them to be in. Uh-oh, and now they're spreading the curse to these poor guys who just happen to be nearby. It's Dagoth Earth's new divine disease, the disease of spontaneous combustion. It's a fun one. And these guys look like they're preparing to fire. I don't know what he's prepared to fire at. Look at them getting their javelins ready. Like, they're so far away. How are they going to throw their javelin that far? I don't think they understand how to javelin. That seems to be a common theme with this thing. People don't understand how to javelin. People don't understand how to ballista. I don't know about this. It's a little bit sketchy. And yeah, they're just... Ah, that's so brutal. I love it. It's so cheesy, but so brutal. Are these the bodyguards? I can't quite... I think these guys are the bodyguards, but I can't tell because they're a little bit too far away. Let's just target them, just in case. If I did any post-editing, I would just do a slow little zoom through of this. Like the chaos and destruction, while playing some sad music, but I don't have that ability. So instead, I'm just going to go through like this, and just kind of pan the camera on them for a few seconds, and you can slow down the video, put it in slow motion. You can do that down in the settings on YouTube videos, and you can silence the video and play some of your own sad music to this terrifying scene of carnage. Man, come on, just as I say that they're stopping firing. There we go. There it comes. No, they're not really doing... Oh, that's because they're out of ammo. Well, you'll have to play your sad songs of carnage to prior moments then. I guess it's time to probably attack then. What do they have left over after all of that skirmishing, quote-unquote? Is this the bodyguard? No, those are spearmen. This is their bodyguard. They do have the bodyguard left, and they're a little bit scary. But I think we can take them. We will take a little bit of casualty. I can't know. They're going to keep sending forces. Can I afford to take those casualties is the question. They have some javelin men too, so they have some range. I think the smart thing to do... Well, no, I can't just withdraw. If I withdraw, I think that uses Dagoth Ur's movement points, and I can't afford to do that. I have to get him back into the city. That's unfortunate that I can't just, like, withdraw back to the city myself, but I'm going to have to actually fight this battle. Which sucks all the more because I can't actually see what's going on in these woods. Okay, so let's see how to handle this. Let's start off by running these ash zombies around the flanks. Maybe we can confuse them a little bit and get them shifting their formation to kind of compensate for that. Yep, there we go. We got them shifting a little bit to compensate. They're getting confused. Good. Looks like we got some of these javelin men chasing us away from the pack. We are faster than them, so we can take advantage of that. We'll draw them away a little bit here while our main force advances towards their body. So keep running away for them. Are they going to turn around? Maybe, maybe not. How about these guys? Are they coming for them as well? Those are just archers. They just came out on their own and started firing. Okay, we can charge them with our zombies and deal as much damage to them as possible before weird shit happens. Okay, they are happy to stay there for the time being, but I can keep my eye on them so that they don't manage to surprise charge us. We're getting a little bit close to their main line here, and it looks like they're just going to let us attack these archers with immunity. I don't think they're actually going to reinforce them. Are they firing with someone? Who is firing? Some archers at the front, it looks like. That's fine. They can do that. We got those guys. They're running. Awesome. And they're going to run away. How about these guys? They are still fine. They're not taking any shots. Yeah, we're good. Now, just go ahead and chase them down, I guess. There's no point in moving in yet. We gotta wait till our main force gets there before we start doing the sandwich maneuver. How far are you guys walking? Okay, that's good. Let's get these guys running since they're in range. I wish I could see what was going on. That would be nice. Okay, they can attack there. They can attack there. Dagoth Ur just attacked down the middle towards their general, and then he attacks over there. They're just still kind of standing there. These guys are chasing them down. Good. I think we've mostly got this under control now. They're almost there. They're running, so we got to get these guys back in the action. They can stay there as long as they've distracted those guys. These guys are already retreating. Yeah, their entire line is already broken, so that's interesting. In that case, everyone just converge on the general's bodyguards, and we'll kind of sandwich them between our main force and our zombies. If that's the case, they're just going to run away. That's fine by me. And these guys are now coming back, so it's time to move these guys back in. And then we will send one of these forces down there, so we get these guys sandwiched, maybe two of those forces. We don't need all of our forces attacking straight these guys in the front, so that should be fine. Are they running away already? No, they're not running away yet. They're going to fire a few shots off first. Good, we got these guys sandwiched, and Dagoth are coming in for the flanking maneuver. There we go. Okay, and now they're broken, and we have to move on quickly. Oh, their general's already dead. Unfortunately, we need to move on quickly, so I don't need a little cutscene. Okay, it's over. Awesome. And now we just chase them all down with zombies. Clear victory, 14 men lost, over 1,000 killed, and no experience gained. Alright, so another average victory for Dagoth. It's generally how we go. I want to lose as few men as possible in this at this point in particular, though, because alright, who do we have? We do have one of their family members. Execute that guy, because I feel like I'm going to need them to defend Telde Fortress. They do have another full stack army here. I don't see anything else major in this region. Let's move this guy over so we can see what there is to see. Oh, another semi-major army here. That looks like, yeah, that was the one that was up here by Davon's watch. They're sending them down as well to reinforce. So yeah, get back in Telde Fortress. I can attack him and probably get back in time for lunch. Maybe I do that. Who can I attack him with? I go ahead and attack the Hlalu? If I do that, that's what, like a 1, 2, 3 squares outside of the building? Maybe 4? And how many squares do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. That's risky. I'm gonna leave 1 unit of ash spawn maybe behind. No, I need them to beat them. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna leave 2 units of ash spawn heavy swordsmen back here and the catapults to defend the fortress in case they manage to skirt me and decide to attack Telde next turn and they happen to have siege equipment or something. The risk is pretty small, but it's still there. Let's just go for it. And he's going to fight the battle anyway, so that's perfect. That means that we're going to be able to weaken him enough so we don't need to be scared of him next time. That's actually a very large force. 1,747 men. Probably militia then, if I had to guess. Yeah, largely militia. They do have some... Ooh, what's this? That's a new unit. Royal Guards. Royal Guards. Who are they protecting? There's no one here. I wonder where they came from. It's 97 of them. They are 17-19. Have we fought these guys before? I feel like we fought them before. You know what? I think these guys were the bodyguards for the Nerevarine back in like episode 2 or 3 when we killed him. I think he had a bodyguard of Royal Guards. So these guys are 17-19. Only 1 hit point though. Charge bonus of 7. So they're nothing to be scoffed at, but they're not too bad. I think we can take them out with our ash spawn before they get too close. And then a bunch of militia and some decently trained normal professional armies as well. And some of their archers are also professional, so they have 6 missile attack. That's not bad at all. So maybe be a little bit careful of them and their long range missiles. I think that means they're like longbowmen, I think. So they have a longer range. Alright, on the bright side, it looks like we got a nice field to fight this battle in. Alright, there we go. I'm going to line my guys up decently far away, and hopefully, where are these Royal Guards? Yeah, concentrate fire on the Royal Guards, please. Looks like they're going to rush us because they have just such a massive, overwhelming numerical advantage. We're going to have to take advantage of our ash spawn and take out as many of them as possible before they make it to us. Most of them are militia, but not all of them. They do have professional forces in there as well, so this is a little bit dangerous. Can they hit them over that hill? Yes, they can hit them over the hill. Wonderful. Okay, good news. Good news. So I do have these guys in front of my main force, so I'm going to have to be ready to pull these guys back when they get too close to us. I'm probably going to go ahead and send out ash zombies in front of us to skirmish with them and kind of slow down their main force so our ash spawn can disrupt them further. I think I'm going to do that right now, send them up a little bit. They are just... No, they've shifted to walking, which is interesting. I will have these guys up as a little bit of a buffer to keep them in front of our main line, though, just in case. I'd rather that happen than just get overwhelmed by these guys. I'd rather lose the ash zombies. So they have started running again. These guys are taking some pretty major knocks. That's good. I am most worried about the Royal Guards, so definitely concentrate fire on them. They are getting close, though, which means let's send these guys out on the flanks and start interrupting them. Maybe out here, and then shift fire to the center lines. Actually, fire at, I'm thinking these guys. And then we'll send out our infantry to the front. Hopefully don't get them killed by our own guys firing missiles at the enemies here. And in fact, shift fire to the back row, I think. Shift fire to those guys. There we go. And we are taking casualties now because we did engage. We've stopped up their line over here by the hill. So now we have a little bit more time to fight them while they have to take all this time to kill the ash zombies. So that's good. Yep, I think that was the right move. And these guys are moving up now. We're just going to get them involved, I think, in the conflict with these skirmishers. And then start firing at... I don't want to kill my own guys. Start firing at maybe this blob over here. Since we need to kind of use the ash zombies as sacrificial pawns right now. Don't really have a choice. We're just going to keep firing at them, even if we have to hit some of our own guys. And then these guys can move up really quickly and try to maybe get a flank off. Dagoth, don't get involved with them right now. You can kill the spear militia, and these guys move up. Okay, now they're routing. We stop firing at them now and start firing at, I guess, just the guys that are routing at this point. I think we've got this pretty handily under control now. They attack them. They got reinforcements on the way. These guys can move over there. Don't get shot by your own guys. Dagoth, that would suck right now. These guys should be able to take out some spear militia. Yeah, they're broken and routing. And then these guys, Dagoth is about to hit them in the back. Is that really the best idea? No, that's not the best idea. We can hit these guys with those. They're already routing, in fact, just by Dagoth getting close. I want to hit the professional units in the back. That's the most important thing. Because, yeah, that was the right choice. These guys are routing even without the charge. And there we go. Now that I got these guys flanked, they're routing as well. So you guys stop firing before we start getting friendly fire damage here. Yep, stop firing. We are still fighting some of these spearmen who have come back from routing, so let's send them some reinforcements on that side really quick. A couple units of reinforcements, and probably Dagoth as well, since he's the fighter. And the rest of them are just kind of running away, so I guess the ash zombies can chase them down and deal as much damage as possible. We do have some archers left. That's a little bit worrying. Maybe I send these guys to the archers instead. Yeah, although archers in this game are fairly good at close combat, so maybe it's not worth wasting that on it. We're going to send Ash Spawn to deal with them instead, and then Dagoth has plenty of reinforcements to deal with what's left of these guys. Yeah, they're already routing. That's the right decision as well. So now we can just concentrate all these guys on the archers, and it should be pretty good. And get some close-ups. I've been kind of playing that all in strategic view, and these guys as well. You can go for the archers. And those guys, wow, the Royal Guard, we're actually in that fight. They're routing now. I thought they would have better morale than that. Shame on you, Royal Guard. You're supposed to fight till the death, like my zombies. Alright, continue the battle. We have won it at this point. Now it's just a matter of chasing them down. Awesome. And these guys can go ahead, I guess, and fire at the Royal Guard since we don't have anyone near them. And here's the close-up of the battle. Zombies chasing down Hlalu men-at-arms and their professional units. Yeah, we managed to catch it to a nice clump of their professional units. That's going to be some nice destruction right there. That's what I want to see. Unfortunately, they're really bad at killing things that are running away from them. They just kind of like synchronize with them. See, they could just be running up to them and killing them, but they don't do that. That's really annoying that I have to kind of micromanage the chasing down mechanics. But oh well. Here they come. Uh-oh, yeah, they came from the side. And now they get to kind of escort them off the map like normal. I wonder if they're actually going to be able to kill all these guys. What are the odds? Oh, here comes the other group to assist. Oh, this one guy's left. Oh, and there he goes. Okay, I think that's it. Yep, there we go. All right, 97 men lost. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but that was a bigger army than I was actually expecting it to be. But we killed about 1,500 of them, so that's good. And we got a couple of experience for our Ash Zombies as well, and some Ash Spawn Swordsmen as well. Yeah, these guys are up to Silver Chevron. How beautiful. So there we go. And that should drive that army to the point where they can't really deal us any damage. So that should be Telde Fortress pretty safe for the time being. Yeah, we execute them. We don't need them wandering around. They are going to retreat to Mournhold. That's unfortunate, so that's going to make our siege of Mournhold harder. Probably we're going to go there maybe next turn. And yeah, it's a good thing we beat them because we could not make it back this turn. In fact, this army can probably go and lay siege next turn to Telde Fortress, but do they have siege equipment is the question. No, they don't. Wait, let's go down. No, they don't have any siege equipment, so it'll take them a couple turns. What is this bodyguard? Hlalu cavalry, nothing too bad to be concerned about. Yeah, it'll take them 1 turn to siege this, and then we can reinforce with Dagoth. So it's no big deal, really. It's fine. It looks like the undead mysteriously didn't like us attacking the Hlaalu very much. Do I sense some necromantic connections within Great House Hlaalu here? I might have some dirt on them. Or it could actually be, more likely it actually is my relationship. No, it says relationship worsened between both houses. I was thinking it might have gone up with the undead because technically the undead are enemies with Hlaalu, but no, it actually worsened with the undead from attacking Hlaalu. That's really freaking strange. Oh, and Lord Dagoth Lord of Terror, is now a tactician. +4 command when ambushing. Is that that's a trait increase. That is not a retinue increase. That's a trait increase. So this man is now seen as having almost no equals as a tactician. +4 command when ambushing. +3 to line of sight. And that's it. So yeah, awesome. Dagoth is now an unequal tactician. Where is that? Ooh, he's a master of assassins. His retinue is expanding here. He's definitely becoming a somebody. And I think in this mod, it's did I mention it? I don't know if I mentioned it. I think it's like 12 turns a year. So he's gonna live a long time. He might actually be immortal. He should, lore-wise, be immortal because he's a god. But you never know what the limitations of these mods are. So we've received a council mission to assassinate Lord Sendus the Malevolent. We have a 13% chance to do that. I mean, I guess we could. That doesn't really seem like the smartest use of my assassin, though, to me, so I'm not going to actually do that. And by the way, they have a Captain Nerevar over here. Fascinating. I wonder if it's the Nerevar. Maybe this is the next reincarnation of Nerevar, or maybe it's just like some guy who's just named after him, like you see people name their sons like Michael Jordan. Now, Davon's watch is also on the front lines. It's also already about 60% Cult of Dagoth, so I don't need an Altar of Dreams. Plus, I think it already has, yes, an Altar of Visions, so that's not a top priority. What to build for something that's probably going to be on the front lines and be used to defend maybe even against the Empire here? I guess I'll just go with the City Watch so I can start getting my recruitment and garrisons down on the mainland a little bit stronger. I guess that's probably what I'll go for. Faction announcements. Biographer and a monk. Interesting. So I think I'm going to actually stuff a couple of these priests into Mournhold if I can actually get them into there. There we go. Awesome. And start converting that place because it's 0% Cult of Dagoth right now, and that is just unacceptable. Can I fit any more than 2 in there, though, is the question. It doesn't look like I actually can. Maybe I can only fit 2 priests in that area. There we go. If I move my spy out, I can get this guy on the border. I don't know which territory he's technically in, but hopefully he's in Mournhold. We have kind of stirred up the beehive, though. It looks like the Dres may have had a couple more armies than I gave them credit for. Because they have a full stack in there. They have all kinds of reinforcements swarming up towards Telde Fortress to try and fight us there. They have another army that's like, I think it's like half a stack, somewhere in this fog that I moved my spy so I can't see anymore. They got another one over here that wasn't there before. He's heading up from the south. What's over here? This is back into Hlaalu territory. Hlaalu have a full stack here. There's a lot of armies. Oh, what did we just find? He's just spying on a character. Okay, why not? That's a good thing he didn't get killed right there, because I didn't even mean to click on that guy. Anyways, this should be around the area that I want him to be in. There we go. Now he can kind of see this region. He can see if any Imperial armies are marching up out of these forests down here from Cyrodiil. And he can also keep an eye on whether this Hlaalu army is intending to attack us or do anything funny, try any funny business. There is Dres borders right here, so they'd have to move through Dres territory to get to us, which is actually great news, because that also might prevent the Tamriel Empire from attacking up there. So if that's the case, if we have a slight Dres blockade there, where would the Tamriel Empire come from then? They would need a boat to get to us, I think. They can't even get to us by normal means. They need a boat to do so, or they need to cross through Dres territory, so that's great news. So, trying to bribe that little rebels group in Aldvelothi, I think we can see our first glimpse of an Argonian in this game in the top right here, Captain Amise. He's actually like a little mini Godzilla. That's just beautiful. And as the Dres have decided to come and say hi, I think it'd be rude not to send out a host to kind of show them our hospitality. But that's going to have to be for the next episode, because I've been going for almost 50 minutes now. It's been a long one, or I guess it hasn't been. It's been an average length episode, and I'm sorry if it was a little bit of a slow one. I know there was a lot of strategizing and campaign map stuff going on in the first half, especially of the video, because I had to figure out what was going on with the Empire and what I could expect from them. But anyways, that should be out of the way now, and we can actually start moving on with the campaign. In the next episode, I expect it to be a little bit faster. Especially, we can look forward to taking on these Dres, driving them out of our lands, moving up, and hopefully taking Mournhold once Dagoth Muthus finishes his towers and makes his way down here to kind of reinforce Telde Fortress, and then we can form a unified front with Muthus and Dagoth in Mournhold and Telde Fortress, and then from that point we can continue pushing south and hopefully push these guys out of this town as well, and eventually their capital. So anyways, that's for the future, the very near future. For the time being, this is going to be the end of the episode. Thanks for sticking with me, and I'll see you next time. Oh wait, but before we go, I forgot that we have this ship ready to scout. There we go. Okay, so there's not much in the way of Imperials either. Anyways, okay, that's all I wanted to do, I think. Now I can send these guys back, and now, actually, for real this time, I'll see you next time.